So can you begin by telling us your name and what you do when you're not involved with Amnesty?
My name is Lindsay Jenkins, and outside of Amnesty, I work in hospitality here at the National Wine Centre of Australia.
How long have you been involved with Amnesty?
Actually, now that it's May, this marks the 1-year anniversary that I've been volunteering with Amnesty International.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what do you do here at Amnesty? Could you talk us through your usual day?
Well, my main duties here include organizing and planning events for our artillery group, and that's our youth arts-based subsection of Amnesty. So we come up with creative strategies to promote human rights, and that keeps me pretty busy here in the office. But I liaise with some of our other partners as well, like Welcome to Australia, and do a little bit of my own research on our campaigns as well to stay up to date with what's happening. And of course I share a coffee and a laugh with whoever else may be in the office that day.
Cool. So why do you volunteer at Amnesty? What is it about, I guess, this organisation that inspired or empowered you to join?
Well, I guess when I first joined, it was just kind of a name that had always popped up in my research in grad school and undergrad, and everything seemed to be cited Amnesty International, and I always thought, oh, how great would it be to work for that organization that's coming up with all of this research and statistics and has people on the ground around the world really looking up grassroots human rights abuses. And I was lucky enough to get a volunteership with them last year, and I just never expected how much I would learn on a day-to-day basis here. And things can change so quickly, and it's really amazing being here right in the middle of this and that type of environment, and keeps you motivated and inspired to do the work that we do and actually take action rather than talking about the things that are happening in the world rather than actually trying to make a difference.
So in the last year, the time that you've been with us here, can you think of any highlights that you've been involved in or that come to mind?
Well, actually, through Artillery, we had one really good event, our spoken word and poetry night. And that was actually highlighting our Right for Rights campaign. So we were focusing on 6 individuals at risk. And just the night, it was just kind of a whirlwind of a perfect night. It just so happened that the lineup of our poetry artists to go on kind of coincided with each person that we highlighted in between the artists. So we'd kind of give a speech on maybe Iskender Nega, and then the artist that went on after, without us even knowing, kind of did the perfect piece to exemplify what was going on with Iskender's situation. And then in between each one, we were able to go right in the moment while people were still really inspired and moved by the work. And then they were very, very keen to sign actions right there because of the connection that they made through the art. So that was a really,
awesome.
Really great event, and it just worked out better than we could have even planned.
Yeah, great. So are there any particular areas that you are passionate about?
Within human rights?
Yeah, within human rights, within Amnesty, with the work of Artillery.
Well, I think that focusing on youth is a huge advantage. The potential of our age group and generation and the upcoming generations is so amazing, and we see how much things have changed over the last 60 years since Amnesty's been started. So it's really intriguing to see what might happen out of the next 60. But I know my personal preference is working toward lots of women's rights, child's rights, sexual and reproductive rights, and stopping human trafficking.
So what do you see as some of the benefits of volunteering? And would you recommend other people getting involved in volunteering programs?
Well, I think that within every volunteering opportunity, it's usually something that's getting you to get outside your comfort zone and gives you an opportunity to learn a bunch of new things, and that's always a good thing. And I think it really does make you stretch yourself and how much you know about yourself and the people around you, and how do you really feel about this issue or that issue. And it's a bit of hands-on time to really get in there and make a little bit of change, and I think that everybody should volunteer.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Well, that comes to the end of our interview, so thank you very much
Thank you.
for your time, Lindsay.